Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are a brand new subscriber or a brand new viewer. My name is Kyle. We are in the month of October, so I'll be talking about some horror and thriller movies to get us ready for Halloween because it is spooky season. And in doing so, today we're going to be talking about the recently released film *Malignant*, which was on HBO Max for about a month and they just recently took it off. It's directed by James Wan and stars Annabelle Wallis as a young woman who has a very abusive boyfriend. And as the film plays out, strange things begin to occur and she becomes the main suspect. James Wan is no doubt a prolific horror director. With movies like Saw and The Conjuring, he has solidified himself as a man who definitely scared audiences worldwide. And with his recent blockbuster Aquaman, he proved that he could direct the hell out of an action sequence. So why not try to combine both? And I was so excited to see his directing prowess be put into a movie like *Malignant*. For the first half of this movie, though, you would never know that. This movie, throughout the first half, felt very slow and boring and generic. It felt like almost any horror director could have came in and directed these scenes. It just didn't feel like it was James Wan. And something just felt wrong, but at the same time, something about the movie intrigued me. And that was its opening scene. Because you're watching the film and the opening scene happens and then the next scene happens and you're wondering, what do these two things have in common? This is the kind of movie that tries to blur fantasy with reality because you're not really sure what's real, as does the character of Madison played by Annabelle Wallis. I don't think I've seen her in any other film or TV show, but here, she definitely makes her mark. I thought she was fantastic in the movie. Her performance definitely carried me through a slog of a first half. So part of this movie is an investigation trying to find out how these murders were committed, and the lead detective is a man named Shaw, played by George Young. I thought he was terrific in the movie, and as the film progresses, you get to understand his character more and how intent he is on trying to solve the case. And the plot continues to go down a very, very interesting turn, and to me, that is where the spoiler-free stuff is going to end. For *Malignant*, I'm going to do something that I have not done for any other movie on this channel, and that is, I'm not giving it a grade. I feel like this is the kind of movie that I'm going to see at least one more time before giving it a grade. Movies with twist endings are not uncommon. In fact, they were as common as ever during the 1990s, and one of the biggest films that did that was *The Sixth Sense* from 1999. This was one of those movies where, by all accounts, because I was an infant when that movie came out, but by all accounts, when audiences saw that film, they thought it was an intriguing story. It had some good characters, good acting, but by the end of the movie, a major twist was revealed that completely changed the face of the entire movie. It made audiences go, "What?" And it made them want to go watch the movie again with the twist ending in mind to see if all the scenes played out made sense. And it did, and that's why the movie has this long-standing power. *Malignant*, in my opinion, holds that water as being a modern-day Sixth Sense. The kind of movie where you have to wait a very, very, very long time to get to this major reveal, but once the reveal happens, it changes the course of the entire film. Now, about halfway through the movie, when there was a VHS tape being played, and you realize that the main character, Madison, was talking to somebody else, I made a prediction right then and there that they were conjoined twins. And that prediction came true. In it that it's a parasitic twin, but my prediction came true. And it felt as if the metaphorical rug was pulled out from beneath me because the rest of the movie became awesome. Now, I might not be the first one to say this, but if somebody was to tell me at the start of *Malignant* that it was going to end with a parasitic twin sharing the same brain with an innocent young woman, taking control of her mind, stomping the crap out of a woman in a jail cell, and then launching a full-on assault on a police precinct, I would have said you were nuts. I wouldn't have believed you even if I had $100 and I bet you that. But I would have lost all my goddamn money because the ending to this movie is so bonkers and insane, but it was so much fun. I felt so energized watching it. We live in a time where everything just needs to happen. Like, everything just snip, 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 just boom. And I kind of felt guilty of that watching the first half of this movie because not really a whole lot happened. It wasn't scary. Every one of those jump scares felt like I've seen it 1,000 times. But during the second half of the movie, it was almost as if James Wan wanted to enter into everybody's head and said, just wait. I promise you, it's going to be awesome. You just have to hold on. I feel like this movie is going to be remembered for its twist ending, and I do think it should inspire people to watch it at least a second time. I think also this movie understood that it was ridiculous, and it played out in a ridiculous way. And I really appreciated that because it could have been overly serious with this concept, but they decided to have fun with it. I don't think movies like *Malignant* happen so often. It's very rare to get a movie like this. I'd say a movie like *The Guest* is a film that I could compare to in terms of having a twist that changes the dynamics of the story and it elevates the characters of the situation, but not to this degree. Like, this movie is insane when you think about it. There are a couple of inconsistencies that I definitely am like, okay, how did this character get there? How did that happen? If it switches through the mind, there might be some scarring. And my biggest question is, why is it super strong? Like, it has the ability to lift up desks and, throw stuff everywhere, but why is it that strong? It's never properly explained. And I know for a movie like this, certain things don't have to be explained, but that is one thing that I wish was described. At the end of the day, *Malignant* turned into a genuinely exciting movie, and definitely a movie that I'm going to see again. And I definitely know that this movie has a mixed critical response. I think it is literally split right down the middle. And I do think this is one of those movies where with time, I think it will be appreciated more. So what did you guys think about the movie? Did you predict the ending at the very beginning of the film? Did you not predict it and was just completely shocked to hell? Did you have a prediction midway through like I did? Let me know down in the comment section below, guys. I always thank you for your support. The channel will be nothing without you guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe to this. Give this video a like. The links to my social media pages are all in the description box below, as well as my newly formed website and business email. Any inquiries, send them to my business email. Thank you all so much as always for watching, and stay tuned.